Hey guys, it is Jess with Watch Kitty Shrink. I'm going to try to make this a fast one because I got stuff to do today, but I also want to mention everything. As you can tell, I don't really have any makeup on. What little makeup I do have on is left over from yesterday. I'm actually just having a really good day today, and none of it includes putting on makeup. I'll get into that. Let's jump into stats first because they suck. My highest weight, I'm 29 years old, 5 foot tall. On August 23rd, 2016, I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy. My highest weight ever was 285 pounds in April of 2016. My surgery weight was 255.4. Last week, I was 153.4. This week, I'm 154.8. So that is a weekly gain of 1.4. I'm not going to break down all the rest of my stats because I've jacked them all up with this gain. I am upset about it. That's the biggest gain I've had in this process. I've only ever had 2 other gains. One was half a pound, and then one was half a pound again right after my gallbladder surgery. This is 1.5 pounds. Kind of sucks, but last week when I weighed in at the 153.4, that was the day after. I mean, literally like probably 8 hours after I had walked 6 miles all uphill. And I met my water goal for that day, but, you know, when I sweated going up all them hills, I think I was just super dehydrated, so that's why I had that awesome loss last week. And I think this is probably more where my body is. So, I mean, I don't think it's like a huge weight gain. I think a lot of it is I was dehydrated and now I'm not. But at the same time, it was a 3-day weekend. We went and got our own fresh strawberries from a strawberry field, and I did eat those with Cool Whip, which would have been fine on keto, but I added graham cracker crust. I knew better, but I wanted it. And again, I'm not going to I'm mad that I gained weight, don't get me wrong. I'm going to get my crap together, but having a 3-day weekend and having a little bit of a treat and still weighing 154.8, I'm not losing my mind about it or anything. The only thing I really have to talk about this week is I went to see my surgeon for my 9-month checkup. I am somebody who has went to all my appointments. They said that the most successful people after weight loss surgery go to all their surgeon check-ins. I really don't know that it has anything to do with it, but just in case, I went to all of mine. All my blood work is great. My B1 was actually high, so instead of taking B1 every day, they want me to take it every other day. My protein was perfect. My liver enzymes are still elevated a little bit, but they're much less elevated than they were before I had my gallbladder removed. And the nurse said, because it's just been I guess 2 months since I had my gallbladder took out, and she said it'll take a while for the blood work to regulate. I see him again at my 1-year appointment. And she said if it's not in normal range by then she might send me to a GI doctor, but she really believes that it's going in the right direction. To be honest, I mean, don't get me wrong, my surgeon's team is awesome. If I had any problems or questions, they would help me out, but really I always just consider those appointments, because they're like 1.5 hours, because you see a nurse, then you see a dietitian, and then you see the nurse practitioner. They're just 1.5 hours long confidence boosters because they're always like, oh my God, you look so great. This time they actually did 2 things that surprised me. One is they asked if in 3 months from now, when I go for my 1-year appointment, if they would care if they used me for advertising for the clinic. I was like, what? They said, you have done so good and you look so great. We would really like to use you on our billboards and our pamphlets and stuff to advertise the weight loss surgery. And at first I was kind of like, no, because technically I'm still a secret sleever. I think most people probably know, but I haven't come right out and told people. And then I was like, you know what? If seeing my before and after pictures helps some other girl in Pike County make this decision, I owe that to the people in my county. I owe it to any weight loss surgery patient. So I said yes. Now, whether they actually do or not, I don't know, but it made me feel good that they asked. Now, another thing is they all said, so you're done losing weight now, right? And I said, no. And they said, yeah, you are. And I said, no, I still want to lose some weight. And the nurse practitioner, the nurse, and the dietitian, all three said, well, you'll see the surgeon at your 1 year appointment, but she usually wants you to stay in this range because, and I told you all this before, when 150 pounds was my overall goal, I said that will still put me in the overweight range, but just barely, and that I was fine with that. I had been fine with that all along, still being technically overweight, because I do hold my weight well. Though I weigh technically overweight, like a lot of people now would probably guess that I weigh 135 pounds. I'm made small. I'm 5 foot tall. I'm petite. I've always carried my weight well. And that's what she said. She said, well, the doctor will actually probably want you to stop right at this range, right at the main end of normal or right at the slight top of barely overweight, because the doctor doesn't want you to be underweight. And it's very weird to be talking to people about the possibility of me being underweight. I'm not by BMI standards, but it was pretty cool to hear the nurse say that even my surgeon doesn't go by BMI standards because she knows they're ridiculous. I agree. I've never went by BMI other than it's really cool to not be obese anymore. But it was just weird to me to hear that somebody thinks I look good enough to be done now. That made my day. Even my hairdresser was like, okay, so now you're done, so you just got to maintain. And I'm like, people, I still have 18 pounds to lose. So I did tell my dietitian I wanted to lose 18 more pounds. She said she's not really, she said she would rather me lose more like 5 to 6, but she said, it's my body. She said, get down to what you want to get down to. See how you feel, see how you look. We'll evaluate it then. But she said it would get harder now, which obviously I gained weight. And she said, I've pretty much got my food in point. I told her I do keto. She absolutely loves keto. She says she's an advocate for keto. And I told her what I eat. She looked through my FitnessPal. She said that I had it, going on. But I would have to kick up the exercise a little more, which I know. And so that's what I plan to do this week. I know you guys follow Esther. If you don't follow Esther, get with it, man. I follow Esther. Everything she does, I'm like, okay, do it. She did keto. I think she started keto like 2 weeks before me, something like that, or maybe a week before me. But as soon as I heard she was doing keto, I followed right on the train with her. She always has great ideas. She is doing, it's called June Fitness Fling, and it's all about falling back in love with being fit and exercising, and it came at the perfect time for me. So I'm doing that all month. I'm kicking it up. I really, really want to get to my 150 pound goal soon. And then I said I wanted to be to 135 by my 30th birthday. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see. I definitely at least want to get to 150. I'm 9 months out from surgery, so I'm going to have to kick it into gear. So today already, we have already walked 2 miles this morning. Here in a few minutes, sorry, I get excited. Here in a few minutes, my mom's going to come up here. I got it right here. And we're going to do this Zumba DVD, do the 20-minute workout on it, and then we're going to have a pool day. That's why I don't have any makeup on, because we're going to spend the day by the pool. Who needs makeup? And, we relax a lot by the pool, but we're also going to get up and walk laps around the pool. I'm probably not going to swim laps today because I just got my hair done last night, and I'm, kind of afraid it would turn my hair green, even though I know better. We don't even have a chemical pool. We have salt pump. But, so I'll probably just walk laps, and we'll do some Zumba in the pool. And then later this evening, we're going to go back and walk 2 more miles. I'm going to do that on the weekends because unless it's super needed, I'm not going to work the weekends anymore. Mentally, I need the 2 days off. So that's my weekend plans. Through the week, I am going to try so hard to get 10,000 steps a day every single day through the week of June. So let's see what that does. Nothing else major to report, just something cool. We had a new store open 5 seconds from my house, and they have a lot of workout clothes. And it's still very bizarre to me that I went in there and bought size medium pants and size small shirts. and don't even have to think about it. I still feel weird when I go to the counter, like the people think I'm buying them for someone else, like that won't fit me. I still feel like a fraud when I buy these clothes, and then you try them on and they fit. So that's really all I have to say. Thanks for bearing with me. I think I look very different without my makeup on, but whatever. You guys don't care, right? So yeah, let's see what happens next week if I kick it into gear this week. And remember, you definitely, if you want to join in on the June Fitness Fling, all you have to do is just add some kind of fitness or exercise to your day. Esther said it can be anything. If you want to walk, you want to run, you want to bike, you want to swim, you just want to take the extra, maybe park a couple of places away from where you usually do, so you have to walk more steps to get into the building. Just something to add more movement in your life. I think it's a great idea. Comment below if you're playing along. Use Instagram too, and use the hashtag JuneFitnessFling so that we can keep up with each other. I think that's all I had to talk about this week. Seems like while I was talking there was something else that popped into my head, but probably not. Bye guys.